We're live. We're a quickie. We're going to do a quick live stream, and I thought I would heavy hand this subject and talk about leaky gut. What was I thinking? I'm a little bit too yellow for my liking, so let's see if we can change this coloring here. Tone it down a bit. Is that better? Blue? Blue matches my blue background? Yeah, that's better. In case you guys are chiming in, I thought I would talk briefly about leaky gut. And as you guys know, it's getting dark and I hate to do night streams, so because I don't have good lighting in my shoebox. Yeah. So look what Keto's doing. It's just jacking. It's making me jacked, right? I'm just so stoked to do this ketogenic reality. You already liked, right on. Okay, guys, so let's talk about this old gut. And the reason why I thought of doing a keto and leaky gut, what's up, Mega Woman? Don't forget to like the stream, guys. You're coming into the chat. The reason I thought I would talk about the leaky gut is because I spoke to a guy at my gym today who's an IFBB pro, physique competitor, and he just started going to my gym, and I was like, my intuition was like, I think something's going on with his gut. This was the first time I met him. Good evening, Latasha. What's up, everyone? I hate this lighting, but we just do our best, right? At least it makes me look shredded though, right? To remind you guys, because I always forget, my Instagram is Stephanie Ketogenic, and my Stephanie Ketogenic. Facebook is Stephanie the Business Person, and my website stephanieperson.com. I run a keto course. I'm trying to get more people involved in that. I've done it for a couple years, but I just started pushing it now. Now let's talk about the gut. So I'm going to go into this example, how I was inspired to talk about the gut today in today's live stream because of the person I spoke to today. And there was just like, leaky gut from you. Oh, the first time. Wow. It's so strange that you guys are hearing about it for the first time. You're a newbie. Awesome. Awesome. Is it Dane? Dane Smith? There's like a asterisk. Let me see here. Coming back to keto with you, where I started. Okay, so yeah, right. Steph, you look ripped. I know. This like keto's just. I've been working hard though, you guys. I'm not gonna lie. All right. So I was speaking to him and just kind of the texture of his skin and like a slight smell. I could smell. I was like, something's going on with his gut. But I didn't say anything, and then I spoke to him today, and he's like, oh, I've been gone from the gym a couple days because I got really, really sick. And he didn't really, tell me what he meant by being sick. I was like, food poisoning? He goes, I think it was bacterial. I was like, a bacterial infection. And so we kind of went the route of like food poisoning. But then, like, I was like, well, maybe perhaps you have a weakened immune system. Maybe your gut flora is off. Some people who go and travel through, let's say, the jungle, and there's 5 people and only one person developed dengue fever, it's because that person who developed dengue fever was the one who had the weaker immune system. And a lot of people who have stronger guts can fight off pathogens. And so I explained this to him, and then it was like he was sort of slowly beginning to release the truth. And he goes, do you think I should take probiotics? And I said, I don't know, I lost your channel, but I'm planning to start keto in January. Okay, I'll go into that in a sec. So he said, should I take probiotics? So I was going to label this probiotics, but I want to do a full stream on if people should take probiotics, because it's really iffy to take probiotics, you guys. So this story that I'm telling you is very important. This completely connects to keto. It's a reason why a lot of you guys don't get your gains or adapt, is because of your gut health is so jacked. And like when I used to sit and research, what's up, Jeffrey? Gut health in the past, it just seems so like, who cares? kind of a boring subject, but now I'm all into it. So, or in it. Stuff is the business. Yes, right. Oh, the lights are diffused now. Anyway, so I was having this thing. There's something going on with his gut. Then he started releasing more information, and then he asked about probiotics, and I said, now this is important for you guys to listen to now. I said, be very, 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 very careful with probiotics because you have to clean out the weeds before you plant the seeds. So a seed is symbolic of a probiotic or fermented food. And what I mean by clear out the seeds is take out all of the things that are creating a dysbiosis, gut imbalance, bacterial imbalance. Take them all out, like antibiotics, certain pharmaceuticals, caffeine, sugars, vinegar, like white or rice vinegar, which will exacerbate the problem. Just cut out all these things, fructose, fruits, sweet fruits, and that's sort of helping clear out the weeds. You can use things like lauricidin and other things to kind of, like oregano oil if you don't react to it, to sort of lower the candida spore count. And then before you try probiotic. And I said, you have to do that or else you're going to have problems. You're going to feel like pressure in the stomach ache. And then he tells me the truth. So listen to you guys. This is very fascinating. So he says to me, okay, I'm going to tell you right now, that I took a probiotic that my, his coach gave him, like a diet coach for bodybuilding. And he said, I took this probiotic and I thought I was going to die. He said that he went, listen to me, you guys, he went to the emergency room because the stomach ache was that bad. So Steph's getting good. Like days before he got sick, I was like, he has a gut problem. I could see it on his face and I could smell the smell. And I was thinking he's got a gut dysbiosis. And then days later, like 5 days later, slowly, first he makes it sound like he has food poisoning, and then boom, he's got straight up leaky gut, straight up gut dysbiosis, and my intuition was right. Hey, what's up, yin? Is it yin yang? No, colostrum is no. You can't use colostrum either, you guys. Some people really do bad on colostrum. So I finally pulled it out of him. He's like, do I take a probiotic? And I said, no, because that can make things worse. And he's like, okay, well, that's what I did. And I felt sick as a dog. So I said, it's not food poisoning. He goes, no. And he said that he felt so much pain that he started crying. No, first he screamed. Okay, listen to me, people. He was screaming, and then he was crying, and then his friend took him to the emergency room. And I go, they can't do anything, hon. This is what happens with a probiotic. He goes, I learned that. And I said, you need to take activated charcoal. And he said, I did that. So somebody suggested that to him at the hospital. So he took the activated charcoal, and he felt better. So, you guys, the gut is not a joke. You cannot just throw probiotics at it, or you could have that happen to you. And that can also be with fermented foods. Now, some people who've got a dysbiotic gut or leaky gut and they do a lot of fermented foods, they end up having like a rash, mucus buildup, like their symptoms are even more diverse. Like up the stream, guys. Mega says, I love it, by hitting the X and collapsing the window and hit the chat to return. Likes help Steph's page reach more people. Thank you so much, Mega Woman. And that is true. We got 67 people in the house, a humble 67. So if we can get a little bit more likes up. And it's weird the way the YouTube algorithm works, but you have to actually get out of the chat by collapsing the window by hitting the X, and then you like, and then you reopen it, and that'll bring up the likes, and that'll bring more people to this very humble channel. So you have, let me see here, this light is killing me. I have fat gut. Okay, this is probably ridiculous. I'm shaking my head. What does charcoal do? So activated charcoal will help lessen this feeling like the rash and the blow up symptoms from a candida reaction, like an instant one. So, okay. Let me just go through very quickly the leaky gut. I've been hitting things really, really, really well lately. I did a consultation. This should be another stream. I really want to talk about this one, but I did a consultation with a woman, and before, and I told her that she was not ovulating. And she goes, I have my period every month and I'm ovulating. And she went to the doctor and she found out that she wasn't ovulating and that she actually had polycystic ovarian syndrome. But I'll talk about that later. You guys, women who think that you're all ovulating, and men who you think that your testosterone is high enough and it is not. Sorry. Sorry to say. Okay, so with the gut, the problem is, and I've spoke about this before, is that we all have this stuff. And how you develop, so you have your stomach, right? And then you have your small intestine. And then you have the large intestine that goes up on the right side and around to the left. And then it comes out. And then you boop it out. And so the top of that large intestine is where your bacteria is. Yes. And the small intestine is where you guys develop the holes. So the food goes from the stomach to that little snaky thing, blah, blah, blah. And holes begin to develop, and then you have permeability problems. So the walls of your colon should be tight like this, tight, and they open up because of the certain foods that you eat. So it's foods, it's medication, it's caffeine, it's alcohol, smoking cigarettes, poor sleep, antibiotics. Yes, these are the things. Wheat, cheese, casein, blah, blah, blah. These things open up those holes. Nuts. And then you guys might have seen this in other freaking things, streams and whatnot, streams, but channels. But now bigger particles of food that would normally have to be filtered through your microvilli now just sort of go straight into your bloodstream, and your body's like, I don't know what that is, because like in nature, that would never happen. You would not develop leaky gut. And so your body starts attacking itself, not understanding what these big particles of food are. And that's where, hey, what's up, Deborah? My mod's in the house. What up, what up, what up? You leaky gut from years of antibiotics. Exactly. Oh, for sure, Jessica. This is not convinced. 100% you have leaky gut. And the problem is that a lot of us have leaky gut. So what the symptoms are, and this is very fascinating because I realize that a lot of people who develop leaky gut also develop low HCl levels in their stomach. And you don't digest your protein very well, you don't digest your food very well, you don't get your vitamin D into your body very, very well, B12, zinc, like you're a hot mess. And this can also lead to thyroid problems. So the thyroid can come at like a couple of different angles. One, you have too low stomach acid, you're not getting enough D. And then the other is stress, adrenal stress, and more stress, and doing keto the wrong way. So when you have leaky gut, like, let me tell you what some of these symptoms look like that you guys all have. You don't have all the symptoms, but you got one of them symptoms. Trust, you have them. Ready, guys? Here we go. Dandruff, skin issues, acne, flaky skin off your face, around the nose, in the nose, okay? Green stuff in the boogers are green. Toe fungus, nail fungus, rashes you can't explain all over the dang place. Itchy bum, itchy vajayjay, itchy around the eyes, in the ear, armpit. Guys get a thing called like rut rash, like right here. A lot of guys get it right there. You have your gassy, farty, burpy, Hershey squirts. You have constipation. Y'all know that you've had one of these things, okay? Your stool floats, like the toilet paper is not clean with one wipe. Check my food. Right, Jessica? Trust me, Jessica, these other people are not speaking up, but they have it too. You guys will have like eczema and like psoriasis, crusty boogers in the eyes. This is the histamine reaction. Sinus infection, seasonal allergies, thick in the throat, mucus in the throat, spitting all the time, like you got a loogie all the time. Gut, colds and flus all the time. Anxiety, PTSD, like palpitations, like crawling out of your skin, can't sleep because serotonin's downregulated. Yes, it's crazy. And a white tongue, seriously, people, a white tongue, right? Pale stool, yellow stool, like lots of nastiness. So, yes, honey Greg, yes it does, child. Because Greg, what you do not realize, let me get to my Valley Girl voice, my Kardashian voice, like so ridiculous. It's like you guys don't understand, like it's all right here. Your gut is here, people. That's your immune system, okay? I'm not talking about your white blood cells and your red blood cells. I'm talking about right there, y'all. Right there. You know that intestine that's wrapping around the small one? And then the small one? That's what creating all them symptoms. You heard me. Itchy armpits, ears, crusty nose, get green stuff up in there, itchy bum, rash. Women who have vaginosis and too much smegma and yellow smegma and booger gum smegma, like it goes on and on. Itchy vaginas, like skin issues, these like mucus, seasonal allergies, like colds and flus, and then it even goes further, like thyroid issues. Autoimmunity, like why am I developing all these autoimmune diseases? Because the gut is bad. Like you guys, like, oh, I got food poisoning. Oh, I have stomach aches all the time. Like y'all shouldn't have these stomach aches. Like when I go to my gym around these millennials, okay, and I will remind you guys, I'm 51. So I'm around the millennials at the gym and these like pretty girls and pretty models and dancers and actresses. And on the outside, they look so pretty, but on the inside, in the bathroom, they've been in there 20 minutes, like bag on the floor, which why do people put their bag on a bathroom floor? Freaking nasty. Okay? I'm like elbowing and not touching nothing. And they'll have like their water bottle on the floor and they'll have the feet planted. Who puts their butt on a toilet seat? For real? And they're there 20 minutes. No doubt. I'm like, oh, leaky gut. Another leaky gut. Okay. Yes. Big pores, broken blood vessels around the nose, dark circles under the eyes, deep mouth lines. These are all from a dysbiotic gut, you guys, because the gut is a roadmap to your face. For real. And so let's talk about how this stuff is caused. Okay, so now that I listed all the nastiness, let's list how this stuff developed, right? Okay. Checking my food all the time. Let's see, was a real struggle also, real LOL. See, Steph, can we go over, come on, this style? I tried finding duck fat today, couldn't find it. Go to fatworks.com. Boop, Amazon. I don't know why you can't find a child. Just let your fingers do the walking, right? Is the yellow pages they used to say. Some people can consume dairy without problems. Hold on 1 minute. Okay, I don't want to overcook my liver. All right, let's talk about how you get this nastiness, okay? No milk. No. Lactose, yeah. Yo, you do some milk. Most people can't even tolerate, even those with a gut dysbiosis. Some can do raw A2 cow milk. Not on keto, though. There's too many carbs. Some can, most can't, people. When you got full-on leaky gut and histamine intolerance, it's a wrap. So, let's talk about how this stuff is made. All right, problem number 1. What was your mama eating when you were in her belly? Right? Problem number 2, was she taking antibiotics? Problem number 3, how many chemicals was your mother exposed to? Problem number 4, were you a C-section baby, or did your mother breastfeed you or give you that nasty soy garbage like my mother did? Okay? So that is going to start off your epigenetics right there and your father's sperm quality. I mean, these women doing C-sections and the doctors aren't smart enough to swab the vagina and rub it all over the child and get it in its mouth so you can start repopulating the gut. And also the breastfeeding is so important for children. Yes, calcium can be from dark leafy greens, but you can also do pulverized eggshells. Almond milk is garbage. So let's talk about the probiotics, and then I'm going to answer questions, get out of here and eat some breakfast and have fun on this fabulous day. Fabulous, people. Fabulous. I was adulting all day long, and now I am tired of adulting, and I'm going to be a child. All right. So can you elaborate about the swabbing? Yes. Swab the vagina. All over the baby, all over in the mouth, up in the nostrils, all of the orifices and mucus spots. Get that bacteria in the body, because babies are born sterile. They need exposure to bacteria so they can build their gut. So, yeah, milk has too many carbs. People, you never keto adapt on it. You never get the business like this, honey child. No. And this is a woman who's full natty at 51 with fabulous hormones. You know why? Because I have been working on my gut health. Like, I've been training for the Olympics. Olympics? Yes, for the Olympics. Or even better, the Olympics. So, so I'm going to talk about how you get the leaky gut, and then let's talk about how to fix it. So, how you get it is from that. We're starting off in utero, in the mama's belly. Then, you're exposed to sugar right away. Because what did some doctors do? They put a little sucrose on the baby's tongue, put sugar, and instantly you're exposed to straight sugar, and the baby's like, you're becoming like super pacified through this drug addiction of like sugar. Then, little Johnny or Susie or like, Monique or Tyrone, right, will go and get a cut, and they're exposed to like tetanus shots, inoculations. Well, that's prior. Also to heavy metals instantly, fluoride in the water, antibiotics, and your gut is already getting destroyed at a very young age. And then your parents give you healthy grains. Now let's talk about them grains, right? So wheat is for freaking grazers. These are ruminants. These are animals that side chew. They chew and they vomit up their grains, the baby seeds, and they chew and throw it up and chew and throw it up, and then they have 4 stomachs to able to make this into a fatty acid that can make them big, strong, and healthy. We can't do that. So we have genetically modified the wheat grain to have more gluten in it, because that's what makes bread soft. But that's what destroys our gut wall. So we're having like whole grain cereal and crackers and muffins and brownies and freaking everything, and bread and hoagie sandwiches and pasta and pizza. And people try to make fun of me. They're like, look at me, I'm eating my pizza. And I'm like, yep, and your bunghole is nasty, and I can smell you right now, fool. Pasture-raised ducks. So then you've got wheat. Now, problem is the thing called cross-reactive, right? Cross-reaction. That's your body not understanding what's going on, because we wouldn't be eating these things in nature. They're not digestible. But we find ways to digest it, even though we can't digest it. And then your body starts mimicking things like milk, right? Now your body can't understand this whey casein thing. It thinks it's the same. Same with oats, and same sometimes with rice. So all of these people from all these different cultures have found smarter ways to beat this problem by soaking and fermenting their food so they don't get fracked up. But not us today. We've just eaten our brown rice and our brown rice pasta and our pizza and all this kind of stuff. And so when people eat like that, I don't even have to ask them if they have digestive issues. I know that they do. You know? And being 51, I can see people age all day, every day, all day, every day. Like, I don't even have to ask. I just look at you and be like, okay, just look, your face is a roadmap, your body is a roadmap to what's going on internally. So then you start taking, like every time you have a cold, you take antibiotic. You're taking all these kind of weird things for your anxiety, for your thyroid, for your this, your that, the aspirin, which also destroys the gut wall, the non-organic plants and coffee that you guys drink. Like, oh, am I supposed to drink organic? Yes, you are, people. First of all, you're not supposed to drink coffee, and then you're drinking stuff with glyphosate on it, which destroys the gut wall. So everything in the gut's just being like just slammed, and then you're eating tons of sugar, and then your body starts building biofilms. Now, biofilms in other parts of your body are great. Bing. But when biofilm starts to protect candida, you messed up. So that's all of us, right? All of us. All of us. So how do you fix it? Well, keto is great to fix these issues because now you've taken away, I'm sorry, Stephanie's truthful version of keto, right? It's the truth, not this other, we've got keto modified and we have keto classic garbage. Let's talk about there's only one way to adapt. You either adapt or you don't. There are no different versions of keto. I don't know what people are tripping on. There's the science behind the whole physiology of using ketone bodies. I don't understand people. If you got leaky gut, if you don't sleep well, you want a bunch of SSRIs and all this kind of stuff, you are not going to adapt. Sorry. Oh, birth control pills. That really makes, and amalgam fillings. These things make candida grow. Alcohol, tea bags, mushrooms. Yep, lots of stuff. Fruity drinks. And we got 96 people here, and we only got 56 likes. You guys, if we can like up the stream, you guys know I'm silly. Because if I had a lab coat on, I'd probably get more views to this, right? A little whiteboard and a lab coat. I should do that. I'm going to do that. I'm going to troll that one day just for fun. I'm going to put myself in a lab coat. And I'm going to call myself Dr. Steph. And I'm going to put a whiteboard. And I'm going to totally troll and see what happens. But they're so boring sometimes to listen to. Okay, so preach sister, you got that right. Okay, thank you, Nat, the brat. So no carb up, people, not unless you want your body to like boof explode and develop hypoglycemia and all this weird nastiness. So how I wish I could bring you home to help me. Yeah, Gins, I hear you, hun. So yeah, most people have some type of leaky gut or a gut dysbiosis or a gut bacterial imbalance. So that manifests in a lot of colds and flus, and your wounds don't heal well, and you got like little freaking, those little stripes on your nail ridges, and your nails crack and break off, and your tongue is white, and you got like goopy yellow stuff in the crusties in the morning, and up your nose and bunghole and all this weird stuff. So with that said, it's like, y'all, to be honest, there's not a lot you can do. There's a couple things, which is to be really patient. You got to be patient, because for those who are not patient, who refeed back on garbage, you go right back to zero. Do not run to the antibiotics every time you don't feel well, because your body becomes resistant against more of these bacterial strains that enter the body. Like the bacteria knows how to outsmart these stupid antibiotics. You guys take like half a dose, you don't complete the dose, the bacteria comes back, now your gut's destroyed and you can't fight off these pathogens. So you have to really be patient, and a lot of people are not patient. I mean, I do consultations, you guys know I do consultations all the time, and people are not patient enough to heal the gut, and they keep doing stupid stuff. I'm sorry, it's all days, I have to drink alcohol. I was like, well, there goes all the progress with your gut. I'm just saying. So what you want to do is get sleep, because that's when the body repairs. You guys know that. 9 to like 5, 6 a.m. in the morning. The first half of a sleep cycle is your body. The second half is your brain. And really, if you're sleeping between 9 and 12 a.m., you're really starting to help repair that leaky gut, those holes in the gut wall. The other thing is to take out those foods that are creating the holes. So you take out the foods or the medications or the drinks or the this and the that and ridiculousness and the smoking cigarettes and the alcohol, and you get rid of it, and the caffeine. And then you have to really start. Here's where it gets really sketchy. Like, do you use prebiotic fiber? Some people who are so dysbiotic, they take a prebiotic fiber and insoluble fiber and it gets stuck. Yeah, that fiber gets stuck in your colon. Now you really can't poop for a whole week. Everybody's like, oh, take more fiber because fiber is not good for you. No, it's not. No, it's not. Do not do psyllium husk unless you want to create scratches on your intestinal wall. So don't take Metamucil or any friggin' like nastiness to try to poop, you guys. So if you get rid of the foods that are creating the Candida albicans spores to grow, if you develop histamine intolerance and you really are limited, a keto carnivore version might help to also seal that gut lining. Typically, it's going to your gut dysbiosis from food is going to come from plants. Sorry, that's just the way it is. Let me see. Monolaurin will help. Now, I was reading articles that monolaurin will help break down my biofilms, but I don't think it does. I think that monolaurin just lowers the candida spore count, which is good because that's what we want, because those things will totally destroy your cells. And they get up into your brain and make you like a walking zombie with your cell phone in your face. So I think there's a glitch in the Wi-Fi. So things like glutamine could potentially help. Slippery elm could potentially help. And I'm going to tell you right now, if you do not get sleep and breathe right and get your stress down and exposure to toxins and chemicals and all of these things, the slippery elm and the glutamine will not work. Nope. Will not work. So you can't fix your gut with a supplement, people. I'm sorry. You have to fix your gut by getting your stress down, by regulating your blood sugar and your adrenal function and staying away from those foods. And if you're so histamine driven, you'd have to rotate your foods every 3 to 4 days. That's the only way. You got to get the inflammation down, right? Your CRP numbers in a normal range, the antibodies to go down, the inflammation to go down. And the only way to do that is to really be meticulous about every stupid thing you stick in your mouth. You guys are, but it's so hard. It's like so hard to look at everything you put in your mouth. I mean, life has to be fun. I'm like, y'all need to find more fun because Steph, I'm so freaking cruising. I'm having so much fun, you guys. So much fun on my ketogenic diet for a decade. Not over 20 grams of carb, no feed, no refeeding, no nuts, no this, no that, no alcohol, no carbs. And I don't miss it because I get to be like this for free, just with some sweat equity. Now I'm going to take some of your guys' questions and bounce before my food gets cold. And this light is way too bright. Bright light. Ooh. Down more. Down. Ooh. Okay, much better. Okay, she's having too much fun. I know. Albert, today's a good day. You know, and I've been working so hard lately on my body. I'm just feeling like, yes, Stephanie is back. Plus, I want to show that women who are fit are sexy and beautiful, and women who are in their 50s are also sexy and beautiful and ageless, timeless. Okay. I'm stressing about this. What? Stall and hair loss. Okay, so, Gia, not Gins. Gia, you're having a full-on thyroid issue. I suggest a consultation, to be honest. I can't tell you what you need to do unless I get to talk to you, find out what your stress is. Most people who continue to have their hair shedding is that they're not taking in enough viable ketones. This is the reason why this whole keto, all the stuff out there in the keto stratosphere of bullcrap, like the proof is in the pudding. How many people do I know now whose hair is falling out on keto because they're not doing it the right way? Anybody talks about it. Oh, just intermittent fast. That'll release growth hormone and make you shredded and have your hair fall out, and then have your DHEA go, and then you become estrogen dominant. Yeah, do that. Having cramping muscles a lot, but not all the time. You need to probably have more electrolytes, more water, sodium, potassium, and especially magnesium. Let me see. I will hang on as long as I can. Let me see. Obviously, I'm doing something wrong. Yes. I should do a consultation or get on my course page. What's up, Reese's? I'm losing signal here on the train. Let's see stuff. This Fatworks website is great. Yep. Had labs wax normal around, but thinking it isn't all the time. What? Wax normal around? I don't know. She's having too much fun. Peppermint loose leaf tea. Sure. That peppermint actually helps to stifle hunger a little bit. Chick-boom, chick-boom. Might be electrolyte pot. Yes. HCl will help. Get too weak, going too low, can't get down under 75. 75, what, milligrams per deciliter? You don't need to. How long to increase stomach acid? So other things, I forgot about that. The stomach acid, you guys can try to use betaine HCl, but again, stress, all these things will help get your body to begin to release enough HCl, hydrochloric acid. Focus. Magnesium in glycinate form, most likely glycinate, malate, or citrate if you're chronically constipated. A lot of people lose too many electrolytes on keto and they don't replenish them, so they develop benign heart palps and constipation and muscle cramps, and that's because your electrolytes are low. Let's see here. Have cramping. I'm insulin resistant too. Be patient. It took years to get messed up and will take time to fix. Yes. Let me go back to see if you guys have more comments. Plus allergic to wheat and gluten. Good. I think joint pain, rash, so I avoid that. Yeah, BJ. Because, get him, Deborah. Deborah's so funny because you just see a comment and it's like disappears. And it goes fast. You're like, bink, you're gone. Bink, you're gone. It's like the comment is made and then it's gone. Get him, Deborah. I love my mod. I have the best mod in the world. People should be so lucky to have the mod that I have. Okay, you're in LA now. Oh, okay. We'll have to meet sometimes, Briseis. We'll have to meet since you're in LA. Definitely. Okay, what do you think about Zip something? It's for no. Just get from food, y'all. Food is creatine, except for magnesium. Creatine, bad to use. Yeah, garbage. Like really, really bad. You guys, there's creatine in all friggin' meat and in beef. Just do that. Y'all know I went up, like I did grass-fed beef. I did for a year and a half, 3 times a day. I blew up. I went up. I got, like, I was big, like nothing fit. I was like muscular. Let me see. Apple cider vinegar is very, very histamine driven for a lot of people. You can use apple cider vinegar for, did I say vinegar? Oh my God, so fabulous. Apple cider vinegar. You can use apple cider vinegar for, I said it again, apelsine cider vinegar. Dude, Swedish, so I won't do that sound. Pink inside is quite literally. Apple cider vinegar will be good for the acid reflux, but it's not going to make your gut stronger. The plant pectins in lemon water and apple cider vinegar, if you have a lot of estrogen in that liver, junked up liver, can help if you don't have histamine intolerance to both. Had cataracts, that's from too many carbohydrates. Fast was 2020 with 2200, then surgery 2020, still don't know. Reading Cushing syndrome, yeah, could be. Yeah. So not diabetic, doesn't matter, BJ. If you're eating, like, we're eating too many carbohydrates as modern humans, like way beyond what your body can handle, and that's a clear sign of developing cataracts. Period. Boop. Let's see, almost 2.5 years on keto and still insulin resistant, a little, taking forever. Plateau now. Nat the brat, you should do consultation. Like, that's what I say now, because you are not getting your stress down. You're too gluconeogenic. You are very adrenal driven. Okay, we're 39 minutes here. How do you know if you have histamine reaction? Because of, mucus, it's itchy, bloated. You look bloated in the face. Like, you feel really, really tired and cranky and moody after certain foods. Your skin breaks out, like all types of weird symptoms, like loose stool, stomach aches, pressure in the stomach, stool problems, loose stool, floaty stool. Can apple cider vinegar cause acid reflux? No, it's supposed to help acid reflux, right? Because acid reflux is too low stomach acid. It's helping regulate your HCl levels. You're supposed to take it 20 minutes before to help digest your foods. Steph, how can I avoid kidney stones? Okay. So when I need to talk to someone, you can't just, avoid the kidney stones has been going on for long. First of all, don't eat a bunch of lean meat. That is for sure. You want to irritate your kidneys? Do keto, but eating a lot of protein, because a lot of people say, like, if you want to lose weight on keto, then drop your fats and eat a lot of protein and get kidney stones. I swear. Not to you. Avoid things that are high in uric acid and purines, unfortunately, spinach. Red meat, I think, has uric acid, but actually lean meats are the worst. If you're doing, you want to avoid the stones, you want really, really, really fatty protein, you want a nice amount of water to filter those poor little kidneys that first start off developing little crystals that grow into stones. Don't do soda and sugar and all this kind of stuff. Can histamine intolerance cause water retention? It might be able to, right? Get your lymphatic system. Actually, it's a potassium sodium problem. Could be a lymphatic system problem. Get your lymph nodes. Get the lymph system going. You might be sitting too much. Upper trunk, not enough circulation. Okay, guys, I need to go because my knee's starting to hurt. That's a sign for me to go. Wow, I'm a hereditary and anxious person. I do feed. What? I do need a consultation. Yeah, girl. She said, girl, thanks. I'll save up for it. Yes. Or you can join the course group, because you have a lot more accessibility to me on that course group. And you sign up through stephanieperson.com for the course, which is a $15 a month course. You can do 1 month or 20 months. And Deborah says her consultations are awesome. Set up a consultation. Go to Go to her website, stephanieperson.com. Thank you, Deb. She wrote in caps for you guys to see. Can you do a topic where you talk about all the different types of fats? It's not a whole stream like somebody wrote it. Animal fats, primarily animal fats. Keto is not an olive oil diet. Olive oil oxidizes. How are you going to do that? You're going to cook your olive oil, your canola oil, and then have rancid rancid oxidized oils blacken your arteries. Animal fats are stable and they've got the fat soluble vitamins in them. It's amazing. Okay, I'm going to go. Can we get these likes up, guys? Can we get the likes up before I go? So you gotta collapse the stream, show some stuff love. That brings people to my stream. Okay, thank you. Everyone, beef tallow has CLA. Yep. Conjugate linoleic acid. Yes, that's what's up. Butter does too. But not creatine. Beef tallow. No, not the fat. The meat has the creatine. And see the question marks for what is the website? stephanieperson.com by GD. What? Okay, done. Author says done. Okay, guys, I'm going to go. Yeah, thank you again, Deborah, for writing stephanieperson.com. That's kind of cool, right? It's like the blue light. Somebody said I should turn it on before in another stream. I was like, yeah, I should. Wild boar lard. I'd love to try all types of animal fat. Yes. Yes, because animal fat keeps my arteries nice and unclogged and keeps my skin fabulous in the dermis layers and gives me all that ketotic energy. It's so funny to hear people say, oh, keto diet is so bad for you. You can't do it for the long term. And I'm like, I must be a ghost then, right? A young looking ghost at 51. Right? Keto is just so dangerous. It just makes you so unhealthy. Oh, Steph, that's your genetics. Really? Can you explain my family then? You know? Thank you, everyone. Yes, as long as it comes from animal fat. How you can heal the turkey neck? That comes from gluconeogenesis here from your body robbing from the accessible amino acids, and that often is from the neck. So unfortunately, that's a lot of stress. That's stress neck. Yes, you're hoping I can catch up with you while I'm here. If not, I will be. Oh, you're just visiting. Oh, we'll talk on the course page. When's my book coming out? I'll let you know. Guys. It's gonna be best book. Save the best for last, right? I could have had that book out before, and I wouldn't have had all this lovely information I've just learned in the last 6 months. All you can find is a hydrogenated lard. Not if you go to fatworks.com if you're in the States. Moni, I'm eating turkey neck and gizzard. Yay! Loving the lights. Thank you. No place sells tallow. Online. You have to go online. Okay, guys. Thank you so much. I always say, okay, guys. You might listen to people in their other streams. They always say the same thing. And I'm like, okay, guys. Okay, guys. So fabulous. Okay, black girl voice. All right, chat, chin. It's time to go, honey. It's time for this Southern Black, right? We just want to go now, chat. It's time to go. All right, so thank you guys for joining the chat. It's very humble. Thank you, Deborah, for being my mod today. You got someone. Thank you, Moni, for writing fatworks.com, or somebody else did, and she's saying yeah. Thank you, everyone, for being supportive. Thank you, Deborah, for always taking the time to be my moderator. I was only supposed to go on 30 minutes, but of course, I went 45. I'm really, really excited. I feel so grateful for everything, for my sanity, for my ability to learn and evolve and grow. And it's so funny because I did a podcast interview today and the guy was asking me questions and he was just like, this girl's pain in the butt. He's like, what's the best keto book that you should like recommend? I'm like, mine. He's like, what do you think about like, what's the best way to get energy? And I'm like, change your mind, right? To be open, evolve. Don't just be happy with your small group of friends. Learn, let new people in, have new experiences. Be inspired by life. Don't just sit in front of the TV every night, because I don't know how many consultations, like, what do you do in the evening? Well, once I get home from work, we just watch a little TV, and I was like, dang, man, a lot of people do that. Or troll the internet. About duck fat, wow, board lard, from fatworks.com. Awesome. Awesome, BJ. Is keto... What? Is keto gone clog up arteries? Sorry, chat, I don't know what you're talking about. So not fabulous. Yes, you have to check your electrolytes. She said she would be, what? She said could be reason for fast weight gain. Okay, there's like, I'm missing some of the chat. So thank you guys so much for joining the chat tonight, the live stream. And it's time for me. I know my black girl boy is like, chat, don't get me started, okay? Okay. Oh, I'm so silly tonight. East Coast, it's bedtime. I know, it's time for bed. So, bye, everyone. Thank you so much for supporting Humble Little Stuff. Thank you always, Deborah. And I'm just reading what you guys are saying. I guess you'll have to see it all on the replay. Bye, Jeffrey. Bye, everyone. Thank you again, Deborah. I'm out, guys. So time to enjoy the night. Yes. Oh, and this is the mother sucking business because I got energy on keto. Yeah. I'm out, guys. Bye. Bye. Good night, everyone. Thank you so much for supporting Little O Stuff. Thank you.